everybody, how is it going? It is your pal, Sal here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the very first video of our Britney Spears album discography journey. I'm pretty lit right now, guys. So this month, the month of April, we are going through and listening to all of the legendary Miss Britney Spears and all of her iconic albums. Before you watch this video, if I can recommend, I really think you should check out my Diva Discovery that I had to go live last week. That kind of explains to you my Britney love, why I'm not exactly as familiar as I think as a gay man I should be with her studio albums, and you know, just little tidbits of info on there. I think it helps you put everything that we're about to do here today in context. But without further ado, we're gonna get going with the stats on this album. Before I actually say them, I should say I do own the CD version of this. I picked this up at a thrift store years ago, iconic, obviously, and I also do own, this was a Christmas gift from a friend who is no longer my friend because she is a bitch. This was a gift. It is the picture disc re-release, I think that came out in 2018 of the album. So with Baby One More Time, yes guys, before we even get started, I have heard this album in full before. However, and I know I've heard it in full because I know for a fact I've spinned this full thing. I did a calculation, so out of the 15 songs that we're going to be listening to today, I know 7 of them. I can recite 7 of them for you, so it's about half. So, well, yeah. So that puts that in context there. But anyways, regardless, we are listening to Baby One More Time, Britney Spears' debut album, which came out on January 12th of 1999. Many moons ago. And it made it to #1 on the Billboard 200, and the album spawned 5 singles. The first one, which needs no self-explanation, was Baby One More Time, which was a #1 hit. The second single was Sometimes, which charted at number 21. You Drive Me Crazy was the third single, which charted at number 10. The fourth single was an international single, so it did not chart on the Hot 100, but that was Born to Make You Happy. And the fifth single was From the Bottom of My Broken Heart, which charted at number 14. So all these singles, I know there's a few, I think maybe 1 or 2 more album tracks I do know, but I think the best thing to do is get started. I'm so excited to finally solidify my Britney knowledge with going through all these albums. So we begin with track #1, which is, you know it, I know it needs no explanation, and that is Baby One More Time. Let's do it. Let's go. Okay, that was Baby One More Time. I gotta keep this short because, I mean, what can I say? I mean, what could little old me say about this song? I mean, it's iconic. The one takeaway I get from this song is that, much like it reminds me of Mariah Carey's Vision of Love, the fact that Britney could go back and say, this is the first song on my first album, and it's this. I mean, it's just so iconic. I mean, everything about the song is perfect. If I'm gonna say the one thing that I always think of, like I said in my Diva Discovery video, I wasn't into Britney when I was younger, so the earliest memory I ever have of hearing this song was actually in a little Disney film that just actually got put on Disney+, so I'm happy more people can see it. Max Keeble's Big Move. This song is featured heavily in that film. One of my favorite, well, it's not one of my favorite movies, but growing up, that film was the shit on VHS, let me tell you. So I think it's the one girl, her name is Jenna. Whenever she walks on camera, this is the song that plays. But love Baby One More Time, iconic, amazing, and there's nothing really much more that can be said about it. I'm not here to give the doctoral analysis, if you know what I mean, but iconic. Track number 2, we have another iconic bop, You Drive Me Crazy. Oh, I never noticed the guitar there. That was nice. That guitar is killing it. Wow, I never noticed that. Okay, that was You Drive Me Crazy. So the version of this song that I'm most familiar with is what's called the Stop remix. That's the version that you're gonna find on the Singles Collection or the Greatest Hits My Prerogative. Realistically, actually, you know, when I think about it, when it comes to the song itself, I don't think it's really all that much different. The intros are definitely very different. With the that remix, you get that bum, 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 crazy. And with this, it's very, you're in. You're no introduction. So I think I do prefer the Stop remix a little more, but I don't remember that guitar being so heavily featured towards the end. Maybe I just heard it now and it's like a come to Jesus moment. But again, this song is iconic. I love her vocal performance on this one. It's very strong, you know what I mean? I love this song. I mean, it's a bop. You know, but come to think of it, I guess I kind of do like both versions of it, but that's You Drive Me Crazy. I mean, iconic, amazing, loves it. Okay, we are officially on track number 3. This is Sometimes, and this song, if I was to ever probably rank my top 10 favorite Britney Spears songs, this actually would be in the top 10, so this is Sometimes. It just sounds so classic. It feels right. Okay, here we go.
You tell me you're in love with me. You can't take your pretty eyes away from me.
It just sounds, this song just sounds right. Like, it sounds right.
I wanna believe in everything that you say, 'cause it sounds so good. But if you really want me, move slow. There's things about me you just have to know. Sometimes I run, sometimes I hide, sometimes I'm scared of you, but all I really want is to hold you tight, treat you right, be with you day and night. Baby, all I need is time. Just hang around and you'll see there's nowhere I'd rather be. If you love me, trust in me. The way that trust in you.
Okay, that was Sometimes, and I think for a lot of people, some people find this song cheesy, which, you know, is not an unfair assumption. But what I love about this song, I think most of all, is that production-wise, it's gorgeous. I mean, everything about it I love. But what I love is Britney's intent. Britney, this is what I've talked about before, has something that the pop singers of today just don't have, and that's she can act through her songs. Her intention is pure in this song. The way she delivers the vocal feels very, very right. I love the ha-hoo that you hear later in the song. I think that sounds so pretty. Like, even though we all know Britney Spears will never go down in history as one of the greatest singers who ever lived, she knows how to use her voice, and I admire that. And I just love this song. Everything about it just feels right, and it's beautiful. Track number 4, this is one I still do know. This is Sodapop, which features Mikey Bassie, or Bassie? Mikey, you get it. Oh, I forgot this intro. I just really remember the chorus of this, but I do like it. Oh my God.
A clever way to get by. Let's go over the top. No one else will do. I'm waiting for you. So show me what you got. Just take a pop shot and we will never stop you.
I never realized that she's very much not doing the baby voice here. It's very much more deeper in her voice, and I like that. What I think I love about Sodapop is that it's very fun. It's very light. It kind of makes sense a little bit coming after Sometimes to kind of pick up the pace just a little bit. I never really realized, I don't really know the lyrics of the song other than the, oh, my soda pop, watch it fizz and pop. So these first lyrics, I was like, oh, this is a little deeper than, this song really isn't deep, but this was a little deeper than I thought it was. This is where she says she's like the great poet Homer, Agamemnon, or even Zeus. We're talking of biblical expression. This pop ditty we choose, so be calm. Don't ring the alarm, you see, because we go on and on. Come on, follow me, Britney. Open a soda pop. Watch it fizz and pop. I didn't know that he said, open a soda pop. I thought he said, oh, my soda pop. Okay. The clock is ticking and we can't stop. Okay. So you know what? This maybe has a little more lyric depth. Maybe not that much, but that I would be interested to look into. But I like it. I think Britney and Mikey vibe really well together. I like this song. I've heard some people say some bad things about this, but I do like it. Track number 5, one again I do know, Born to Make You Happy. Key change. Okay, that was Born to Make You Happy. And first of all, I want to talk about what I love. The production, I think, is great. I love how the song just is structured in the way it flows. I love her vocals. Like, the belts that she was giving towards the end of the song they came at ease, it seemed. I really like that. The one thing, and I've never liked this since the first time I heard this song, I hate the title, Born to Make You Happy. Britney, no, you should be born to make yourself happy. Like, so that title has never sat right with me. But once you let that go, and granted this is like, you know, for teen pop, so it's like, I get it, but I'm also like, don't love that title. I do like this song though. I am a little shocked, however, that this charted higher on the Hot 100 than Sometimes did. This hit number 14 and Sometimes hit number 21. If you ask me, Sometimes is the... Oh wait, no, I was wrong. This was the international single, so this did not chart. I'm an idiot, but you get the drift. But regardless, From the Bottom of My Broken Heart, which we're gonna be listening to next. Shocked. Okay, Speak of the Devil, track number 6, From the Bottom of My Broken Heart, which, yes, I do know. I do really like this song, too.
Never look back, we said. How was I to know I miss you so?
Come on, here we go.
From the bottom of my broken heart, there's just nothing left to I'd like you to know. You were my first love, you were my true love. From the first kisses to the very last rose, I think I do.
Come on.
First love, you are my true love. From the bottom of my broken heart. Never look back, we said.
I love that. I love that ending.
I miss you so.
Okay, so since I said this at the end, it kind of sounded like I was slandering From the Bottom of My Broken Heart. I'm content, actually, with From the Bottom of My Broken Heart being number 14. I do think sometimes should have charted higher, but I forgot how good this fucking song is. It's so heartfelt. What I love is that, again, we're getting a little more deeper vocal. I mean, granted, Britney has always given us deep vocals, but I did like that there was a nice mix of her regular, deeper voice and then the baby voice. This song is so pretty. I forgot that it has kind of a Latin vibe to it, especially with the guitar. If they had wanted to, they could have kind of pushed that a little harder, and I think it would have made the song even more cool. This is just such a beautiful song. I love it. It's very sentimental because it's just like she understands that it's over, that it's fine, but her heart is broken, and she just wants it to be known that you were her first love, you were her true love, and she's gonna move on. And we know that we promise to never look back, but sometimes things do hurt. This is a beautiful track. I mean, you could just imagine listening to this being a young, I really wish I had been into Britney when I was a young little kid, because granted I was born in 96, so I feel like I would have been in the target audience for this, just crying alone in my bed, my broken heart. I love it. It's a gorgeous song. Okay, track number 7. We are officially on to some songs that I do not know. Well, granted, like I said, I know I've listened to this because I looked at the LP and everything from here on is side B, and I don't think I spin side B as much, but I know I have. But, so anyways, this is track number 7, I Will Be There. More guitar, we love that. I like this. Very airy. I feel that. She's gonna be there, okay? This sounds familiar now. I remember this now. Oh, I like that vocal. That was nice. I like this. Why don't I stand this as hard as I should have? Weird. I like it. I will be there. I'll be there, guys. This is nice. Whoa, this kind of sounds like, in a weird way, like a Lucky song. Like something about the production, the way it flows, it reminds me of Lucky. It's weird. It's like, and kind of like stronger. Weird. So lovely. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Okay. So that was I Will Be There, and already I'm kind of confused. Why was this not a single? This could have done so well on the radio, especially when you consider that out of this album, out of 5 singles, 3 of them are ballads. Granted, one was only for international, releases, so in America we only got 4 singles, and 2 of them were ballads. Or no, yeah, wait, yeah. 2 of them, okay, so then 2 of them would have been ballads, and then 2 of them would have been, bops. But, this could have been a hit. I really like that it just has this light, airy feel to it. As many of you know, I recently finished my Janet Jackson discography journey, and this song reminded me kind of, oh my god, what's the song called? Take Me Away from the Unbreakable album. This just, it felt so flowing, so free, so like epic. Like it said, it kind of reminded me of like a weird, subdued version of combining Stronger and Lucky. I liked this, and I'm kind of mad that I've listened to this before and I didn't stan it. This should have been a single. I stan I Will Be There, so loves it. Track number 8, I Will Still Love You, which is a duet with Don Phillip. I don't know him, but this is Donnie and Britney.
Time may take us apart, but I will still love you. I'll never be untrue. And I promise back that all your love I will do. I'll keep crying. I will still love you.
Good to know.
When your dreams are fading, we'll go there. You are my star, my ring, the earth in which my love goes to roll. I will still love you. When your dreams are fading, the stars are gone. I'll keep calling. I will still love you.
Okay, I get what they were going for. I mean, it's not uncommon to hear a boy-girl duet like this, especially in the 90s, but boy oh boy, did this just not do anything for me at all. It really reminded me of this, I want to say it's a bad song, but it's corny, so I've learned to enjoy it. Because like I said, I just finished my Janet Jackson journey, To the Power of Love, which you can find on her album Dream Street. This is what that reminded me of. This is an uninteresting, unneeded duet that just doesn't rise above. I mean, we know good duets. We've heard When You Believe. We've heard Tell Him. We've heard some good things. This ain't one of them. I think what hinders me is that they do not sound like they could give two shits about each other. I don't know who Don Phillip is, but Britney, I don't think Britney did either. It just sounds very unpassionate. Some nice vocals. I mean, they both sound great, but there's no connection. Which is a shame, but I mean, this song isn't that great to begin with. So yeah, I Will Still Love You. It didn't really do much for me. Okay, track number 9 is our first bonus track. This song is called Deep in My Heart and is exclusive to the international pressings of the album, as you can see on here. Not there! So that means I've never heard this one. So this is Deep in My Heart.
I want you for the rest of my life.
Okay. Yeah. Very housey.
Walking through time, looking for an answer.
So housey, oh my
What have
god.
I done? I just can't help but wonder.
Oh my god.
Since you came along, after this love is found, it seems like we can't go wrong.
Here we go.
Deep in my heart, I know there's only you. And right from the start, I always knew I'd never let go, 'cause I love you so. Oh, I want you for the rest of my life. Oh yeah. But I know there's only you. And right from the start,
I could groove to this. Oh, okay, I like that vocal. That was nice. That reminded me of the remix, well, it's not a remix because it's just how it's on the album, but of Old Lang Syne on the Merry Christmas to You album by Mariah Carey, which is like, yeah, alright. And it's just like, it's so, okay. Yeah. Key change. Only you. I love you so. Oh my god. Oh, that was a nice little end. Okay, that was Deep in My Heart, the international bonus track. It's always interesting when they slot them like towards the middle of the album instead of tacking them on the end of the album. I would have honestly been content had they had cut I Will Still Love You and moved it up Deep in My Heart. The one thing that I could see maybe why they didn't include this, it reminds me lyrically of a bit. You know, it's kind of more like a sequel, but I could definitely see how it could, like, you could mix them up. From the Bottom of My Broken Heart, it sounds like the more dancey version of them. The more, especially, oh my god, it's so house. Is it a perfect song? It kind of reminds me of this song that you can find. It's a bonus track for the Christina Aguilera debut album, which I've covered here on this channel. It's towards the end, and it sounds like a Britney song. Actually, hang on, let me look this up. Yeah, it's called Don't Make Me Love You. This reminded me of that for some reason. So interesting bonus track choice. I would have been okay with it being on the album. I don't think it's necessarily needed, but it was nice to hear, and I'm gonna put a like next to it. Track number 10, Thinkin About You. Okay, that was Thinkin About You, and lyrically this song kind of reminded me of Born to Make You Happy. This girl is obsessed with the dude that she's thinking about. Well, Britney is that girl, but so didn't love that part as much. I liked the vibe of this song. This one definitely reminded me, if they had pushed the urban feel a little more, I think it would have made it more perfect. But as it was too, this reminded me of something that I feel like I could have heard on Christina Aguilera's debut album, because I think just because of that more urban R&B like flair that it slightly has to it, makes more sense with her. But then I would have given her Don't Make Me Love You, and then we could have had a perfect world. I liked it though. I thought it was a fun song. Lyrically, it's not something I necessarily gel with, but I did like it. So Thinking About You it's a light stan, you know what I mean? But it was nice to hear. Track number 11 has a title that, you know, I want to say seems dated, which it kind of is. But it's also not true, because we still have email. And so this is Email My Heart. Here we go. I think I might recognize this one, because, I mean, this title I've known. So it's like...
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Can't you give me one more chance?
Oh, that's pretty. The main problem with Email My Heart is that I don't think that it's dated. Like, I feel like what she's saying still kind of relates to today. I mean, we just don't necessarily email. We could be like text, Twitter, Tinder. You get the drift there. So email, because we still email. We still have that. So it's like, that's not my issue. I just don't think that this song is very good. It's kind of bland. I mean, especially considering we have the ballads from The Bottom of My Broken Heart sometimes, and honestly, this makes Born to Make You Happy look so much better. I just don't think this song is that good. I really don't. It's just kind of bland. It's boring. So, again, my issue isn't the lyrical content. I just think as a whole, we got better things on this album that we should be more focused on. You know what I mean? I'm not in love with her vocal on this one either. I feel like no one was really all that into this song. from the get-go. So that was Email My Heart. That's a pass for me. Track number 12, we end this standard edition of the album with Sonny and Cher. It's not a cover, because you can't call this a cover. I guess, also, I know this. A reimagining, if you will. So this is The Beat Goes On. Also, if you haven't, you should check out my Sonny or my Cher discography journey that is still going on concurrently with this journey I'm doing right now. Catch it! This is from their album In Case You're in Love, if you were wondering. I learned that by doing my Cher discography journey. Comes down in a rhythm to the brain. La-di-da-di-dee. Come on! La-di-da-di-da. This is so weird at this. Why did she do this?
You have reached the age, blah, blah. History has turned the page, blah, blah. And the beat goes on. 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 And the beat goes on.
Come on!
And the beat goes on.
Okay, that was Britney's reimagining of The Beat Goes On. I like it. I'm going to put a like next to it. The one thing that I just find about this track is that it's weird. You would almost think that this would be like a B-side, or like this wouldn't have made it on the album, but it did. It's weird compared to everything else that's on the album. It like, you're kind of like, oh, okay. I mean, I like what you did here, but how did we get here? I like the new lyrics that are added to it. I think it's a nice reimagining of the song. I think that it works. It does what movie remakes should do today. Actually, like, reimagine the material instead of just presenting the same damn thing. So we admire that. Will this ever surpass the original Sonny and Cher recording? No. But we love a reimagining, and I respect that. It's just a little bit of a weird little, like, piece. Okay, we are officially on to the last 3 bonus tracks. These two that we are about to listen to right now are present on either the deluxe digital version, the Australian, Chinese, and Japanese editions. So if you lived in any of those places, although it looks like they're on streaming now anyway. So regardless, this is track number 13, I'll Never Stop Loving You. Oh yeah.
But I don't believe that's true.
She doesn't believe it.
The way that I feel when we're together until forever. I'll never stop loving you.
Okay.
From now until forever. That's how long I'll be true. I'll make you this vow and promise you now until forever. Take more than
This is
a
nice.
lifetime. Never stop, never stop. I'll never stop from now until.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll never stop loving you.
You know, that was cute. This was actually a song that lyrically is, again, still very, lyrically this album has a lot of similar themes in it. But nothing is ever going to stop Britney from loving this man. This is actually a very pretty song. It gives nice vocals. It could have easily replaced I Will Still Love You, or, yeah, you know, this could have, yeah, it could have easily replaced I Will Stop, no, I Will Still Love You. It's better. It just, yeah, this could have easily been on the standard pressing. I don't know why that they would have made this a little more obscure compared to all of the other two. But I did like this. I thought it was very sweet. Nothing, you know, original per se, but I did enjoy it. Track number 14 is a title that I really like. It's called Autumn Goodbye. Goodbye, Autumn.
I never promised you a happy ending. You never said you wouldn't make me cry.
This is
Our
interesting.
summer love will keep us warm long after our autumn goodbye. Autumn goodbye.
Oh, whoa.
Thinking of you.
Okay.
And the love of our lives in the sweet
I like this. Autumn Goodbye. Oh my God. Autumn Goodbye. I love this. Okay, come on. Autumn Goodbye. Autumn Goodbye. Autumn Goodbye. Oh my God. This is a bop. Hang on. Okay, that was Autumn Goodbye, and that is a bop. Much like the other bonus track, which was where is it? What is it? No, it's Deep in My Heart. This definitely has a more housey feel to it. This one feels a little more modern though with its production. I loved this. I love the idea of it reminded me, and I hate admitting that I relate to this song, but it reminded me very much lyrically of the song August by Taylor Swift. Because I understand that song. I lived through that song, albeit more with a friendship type thing, but I like this. I like the idea of like that once the autumn came, we had to part ways, but that love that we had is gonna keep me warm all autumn into the winter. I was like, that's pretty. I like this. I think this would have made a great track on the standard edition of the album. I think it would have made a nice closer. I mean, if you think about it, it kind of is the closer because the other bonus track that we're going to listen to is like on another random edition of the album. But I like this. I think it closes the album beautifully. That's great. This is a great song. I liked it. I really did. I'm going to listen to this again. I can't wait, actually. That did something to me. I felt that one. Track number 15, the final bonus track, was included on the South Korean edition of the album. This song is called I'm So Curious. So let's see. What's she curious about? She's so curious. This is very teen pop to me. I'm so curious. So curious. Okay, that was I'm So Curious, and I appreciate that production-wise and sonically this sounds a little different, albeit a slight different than some of the other things I was hearing on this album, but it didn't do much for me. Lyrically, it's just like, she's curious about this guy, does he share the same feelings as her? I'm so curious. Yeah, not my favorite. I guess, I would have rather it had been on the album than, like, say, Email My Heart or I Will Still Love You, but not my favorite, per se, but it would have been better than those two. But I think I'm not going to put a like next to it right now because I'm not that in love with it. Okay, guys, we just finished Britney Spears' debut studio album, Baby One More Time. And the one thing that I love about doing these videos, especially, is that even if I have listened to an album before, like, especially when I went into albums like doing, for one, when I did Glory on this channel, when I did Ashley Tisdale's Symptoms, there's some other ones here that I like say before, I'm like, or even Bedtime Stories by Madonna. I like that I sit here and this makes me like sit and actually listen to it. And I feel that I enjoy Baby One More Time more than I originally did. There are 2 or 3 songs that I actually really do like that I didn't know before. But as a whole, I think what I like about Baby One More Time is that this material is good. I think it showcases Britney in a very good light. My issue with the album at the end of the day is lack of variety. I feel like a lot of the songs, besides especially the first two songs with You Drive Me Crazy and Baby One More Time, I feel it's kind of a little bit of like we're in like it's all these like sappy, like, very teen poppy, which again, this is what this album is supposed to be, so how can I fault it for that? But more teen poppy, like love songs, and once it stays in that lane, especially starting with Sometimes, even though like we get hit with the first like really good songs, there's nothing on here that I'm like standing deep down hardcore in my heart. My favorite thing I learned that I didn't know before was I Will Be There. That could have been a very fun single. I would have liked to have seen that. Other than that, I really like Deep in My Heart, Thinking About You. Obviously I knew the beat goes on. I'll Never Stop Loving You, which was nice, but and Autumn Goodbye. I think Autumn Goodbye was my favorite out of the bonus tracks. But yeah, as a whole, not my favorite piece, but I appreciate what it did, what it achieved for Britney. So yeah, that was Baby One More Time, an album that I feel like delivers on its purpose, but for me, I guess I would have just preferred a little more variety in the subject matter, but nothing I can do now. This album's over 20 years old, so there's that. So what do you guys think of Baby One More Time? Let me know in the comments below. As always, do not forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram at Salvador J. Rocha, Twitter at Sal Says Stuff, TikTok at SalRocha1. I will see you guys tomorrow when we tackle Oops, I Did It Again. I'm very excited to get to that one. With the songs I know, I feel like we're gonna evolve from here, and I'm excited for that. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I always end on a pun. The beat goes on, and this is my Autumn Goodbye to You. See you guys. Bye.